started our day to safari at 5:45 am. It was still dark. It's a hippo walking. But soon we lost the advantage of an early start when one of our vehicles got stuck in the mud. Pole, pole. Eventually, it was pulled out by another vehicle and we continued our safari through the grassland. We reached a spot where a Sapai pride of lions were sighted last evening. Soon we were greeted by the male lions of the pride, Okarikoi and Omorakoi. Sapai pride had 3 little babies. Couple of them struggled for the milk spot. We could take some portraits of babies. But overall, the sighting was not that photographically fruitful because most of the lions were sleeping in a thick grass. It was already 9 am and we left the spot to take a bush breakfast. Rather than having breakfast at the camp, we always carry a packed breakfast. It enables us to start early, cover more ground and also remain close to the sightings. After breakfast, we went for a manga safari. What is manga safari? That safari in which we just drive across the savannah without any specific input and try our luck, see what we can see. Yellow wattled lapwing kept us busy on our way. I made 2 images, both with aperture of f7.1. But you can notice that the depth of field in this image seems to be more as compared to the close-up shot. It is not only the aperture which decides the depth of field, but also magnification plays an important role in deciding that aspect. If you wish to know more about depth of field, then I have a full video. Please watch it here. I will also link it in the description below. I would have loved to shoot both these images at f2.8, but I was carrying a lens 180 to 600mm Nikon, which has a maximum aperture of 6.3 at 600mm. Next time when I go to Maasai Mara in June 2024, I am planning to take my 400mm f2.8 lens. But that would be a tough decision. Quality versus flexibility. Quality of a prime lens and flexibility of a zoom range. By the way, if you are interested in knowing about my experience with 180 to 600mm lens, watch this video. The link will also be provided in the description of this video below. And now we were diverted by a radio message. It was Rongai Pride. Lorkulup, the lead lion of the pride, walked straight towards us and passed just beneath my camera. Everyone in the group was thrilled to see the lion so close to their vehicle. Another male lion followed almost the same path. It was brother of Olobor. Their body language revealed that they were hungry and wanted to hunt. A brief discussion with my team of guides and we decided that we will convert this morning safari into a full day safari. So one of the vehicle out of 5 was sent to the camp to bring the lunch boxes. It was 12 noon. Temperature was almost 35 degrees centigrade. Lions decided to rest beneath a camellia tree. As we were waiting for the lunch boxes to arrive, another drama was on the menu. Cheetah was on the hunt. She was approaching a herd of grazing impalas and topi. But soon, one male impala sensed the motion of cheetah and it foiled the attempt of cheetah to hunt. We spent some time photographing the war dog, crowned cranes, and then took our lunch at the bank of a picturesque Talek river. The most thrilling experience was waiting for us post-lunch. Rongai started moving. At one point, Lorkulup, the lead lion of the pride, came and sat in the shade of our vehicle. This was unbelievable. We had lion almost 2 feet from our vehicle. I lowered my GoPro with the help of a selfie stick and took this video. Only action camera having a wide angle lens can shoot from such a close distance. One of the sub-adult climbed a rubble of the concrete and I made this frame. I shot this image from base of the vehicle so as to get a low angle perspective. Also, I kept the lion at top of the frame. This type of framing gives you an illusion that lion or that subject is at a higher platform, and it also represents the situation correctly. If the lion is at the top, your frame must show it that it is at the top. Simple. Composition or framing of the subject is a sublime factor which can decide the final appeal of an image. It has a power to make or break the visual appeal of that image. That evening, it was again foul. The light was perfect to make some beautiful backlit images and also head-on side-lit image. In photography, there are 3 types of light situation: a front-lit, backlit or a side-lit. I will be talking about different lighting condition in future video of this series. Please stay tuned and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed till now. As a rule of thumb, frame vertically if the subject is vertical and frame horizontally if the subject is horizontal. Faulu climbed the camellia tree and my guide asked me whether I should position the vehicle so that we shoot front lit. I said no, stay here. We want to shoot it backlit. Now this type of images will come out dark when you do not give any exposure compensation. If you give a positive compensation, then the vibrancy of the sky is gone because the sky will become white, washed out. If you give a negative compensation, the sky will be reproduced properly, but the shadow areas will be underexposed much. Now what to do in this case? So don't give any exposure compensation and then in post-processing, retrieve the shadow details, slightly overexpose, reduce the highlights and you get this result. So sometimes you have to shoot with post-processing in mind. After a while, Faulu climbed an acacia tree. I again insisted on shooting backlit, but this time a silhouetted image. I underexposed by 1 stop and kept my shutter speed relatively slow, that is 1/100th of a second, so as to get some motion blur while the leopard was descending. And this was also a photo of the day for me.